What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I will be showing basically how many steps a typical office worker will work. I will be using my Fitbit, which I have ready, and honestly I don't really use it often, but we're just doing it because of a social experiment. So stick around, everybody, because that is coming up right now. Welcome, everyone, to Do More, Be More.
Drop.
So as you can see, I only took 4 steps because that's how long it took for me to get to the watch. So now that I have it, let's get started.
So it is a gloomy day, but it is not raining, so I'm still gonna go out to walk. Just to give you a breakdown of how I'm going to be doing this. If I were to go to the gym today, and if I was to be on the treadmill, I would not count the steps. I would take my watch off for that. But the walking between sets, if I'm doing like some lifting and I'm walking, I'm gonna count that as my day-to-day because I work 10 hours in the office. Most of you probably work 8, but if you work 10, whatever. This is just to give you an idea of what it's like for people who work at offices. If you take advantage of your breaks to actually walk, how much we're gonna find out exactly how much we walk per day. Now, I have 3 15-minute breaks because of my 10-hour shift, and then I have 1 30-minute lunch. I'm gonna actually walk on all of them. I'm gonna just really quickly inhale my food so that I can take advantage of that 30-minute break. And we'll see. I'm not gonna do any running, anything like that. That's not gonna be included. And yeah, this is just to see if the average person who takes advantage of their breaks is active or not. A suggestion that I would have is, so, I mean, we all wanna just relax and, you know, watch a movie or talk to our friends on our break time, whatever it is. You can still walk and do that. You know, a lot of people will just sit and just talk while they're sitting down, and you could easily be walking. It'll be good for you in the sense that you'll be active. You can still keep up with your friends. You know, whatever it is you want to do. You want to check social media, you want to watch a movie, you can do that while you're walking. And so as of now, it's 11:12. I only get up to like use the restroom or consult with one of my coworkers. So it's 11:12 and I'm already on 2,328 steps. So the day is young. We will see how the rest of the day progresses. So it's starting to come down, meaning I'm gonna have to go back in. Here we go. As you can see, we got some sunny skies. If you have gotten to this point in the video, I want you to comment sunny skies. I appreciate you following so far. But yeah, we are still doing our walking, and now I am taking my 30-minute break, my lunch break, which today was late. It was like 4:30, but you saw that I had lunch earlier because I got hungry earlier, and it is now 4:46, and I am at the 6,870 step range or mark, whatever. So we're moving along, and usually I'm going to talk about the average steps that the Americans or whatever average human office worker will take, and we'll compare that to a person who takes the time to walk during their breaks. And as I mentioned earlier, 3 15-minute breaks and 1 30-minute break. So doing pretty good so far. So as I was looking here for the average steps for, let's see, here it says the average American walks 3,000 to 4,000 steps per day, or roughly 1.5 to 2 miles, which the way I'm looking at it, it's not a whole lot. So that's probably why people are recommending 10,000 steps for as a goal. And then if you want to do more, of course you can. And then as far as office employees, it says there's an estimate of 600 steps per hour, 4,800 steps per day. And this activity says would come from running back and forth to the printer, to and from the supply closet, tending to customer needs, and trips to the bathroom. So it's not a whole lot, as you can see. So 10,000 is a good goal, as been mentioned for many years. And if you can do more, of course, that's something to reach for. All the steps that I'm taking are going to be accounted for a regular, normal day for a person. As I mentioned, I work 10 hours, so that's 2 hours that I have less to be able to walk. So for those who say, oh, well, you're walking through your breaks, I'm not going to be able to walk like you. Well, remember, I'm going to be at work for 2 hours. For those 2 hours that the typical office worker has, you could be walking or doing whatever it is that you want to do. That is the end of my shift, and we are going to be going to the movies later. So other than that, it's just going to be walking out of the house to the car, to the parking lot, and out of the parking lot back home, and then just random walking around the house for doing various things. So again, I'm just doing the walking that people do on day to day, and we'll see if it's enough. You saw what I was at, where I was standing at the end of my shift. Let's see how much comes after all of this and before I call it a night. So let me just go ahead and enjoy that movie. That concludes today's experiment. So my clock or my watch reset because it's 12:05. So I'm gonna look at the app where you can go to find the steps for the end of the day, and I will put it here, and that way you'll know how many I did. I know it exceeded 11,000, and again, I wasn't just necessarily running or anything like that. I was just walking on breaks, and I've learned a lot. So if you are doing that, you pretty much be a pretty active person overall. And at work, I just get up to go to the restroom to fill up my water. Being hydrated all the time also helps you to stay on your feet because you have to go to the restroom, of course, and keeps you active, keeps you moving around. Of course, there are a lot of jobs that you don't get to do that a whole lot, but still taking advantage of your break times will definitely give a big boost. So with that in mind, I am going to end the video here, and I do hope you enjoyed today's content, and I will continue to make more content for you. I'm working on trying to make videos that are based on people's everyday lives that simply make it difficult for us to comply with lifestyles that we're not used to. So with that in mind, I'm going to finish the video. Again, as I mentioned, I do appreciate the support that you've been giving me so far on Facebook, and TikTok, and on Instagram. I appreciate the like, the sharing, and the subscribing. And you already know, if you do more, you will be more.